And we'll wait till you're on voice until till I scout it out. Yeah, for now, for the rest of the fleet, just orbit the gate at 500M, and then I'll get eyes on there as soon as our friend gets his microphone set up, his or hers microphone set up.
Roger that.
Copy that.
And I'm going to close down the private chat, and then we'll use the fleet chat for our friend that's in fleet. They can hear us, but they can't talk back yet. Any luck on that microphone? I'm going to go in and scout in and see what the other side looks like real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, you might have to run the TeamSpeak, make a bookmark of the location so you can relog onto it, and you might have to run TeamSpeak under administrator mode.
Yeah, TeamSpeak does some weird things. You can also try, if you're still having problems, there's the second button from the left on the top is just the activate microphone. Sometimes that turns itself off for some reason.
We now have a vagabond in fleet with us. I'm feeling good about this.
User joined your channel.
Main fleet, jump in, jump in. Warp to your FC as soon as you jump in, and yeah, main fleet jump in. Grid's clear.
I believe we just had a stiletto jump in.
Yeah, ignore the stiletto. We'll blap a stiletto if he tries to mess with us. Now, if you warp to your FC, pretty much what you're going to be doing is I'm going to broadcast a can. If you look at the bubble, you'll see a can that's in there, and I'll name the can. Now, do you need me to broadcast the can, or does everyone see the can?
The look at me?
Yeah, the look at me can. So if you save that under a location, like I named it a bunch of apostrophes or something like that, so it's at the top of my bookmark list. If you press L, and it'll list all of your bookmarks in system, so you can warp to your bookmarks a lot easier. So if you press L on the keyboard, it'll bring a little window with all of your bookmarks, and then try to make sure that that bookmark, make a bookmark of the can, is on top. And then once that's on top, if something engageable warps in, we'll warp to our can if they're in the bubble, and then E-War only for our DPS to do the thing, if that makes sense. We're like the E-War, and they're gonna hit it with a hammer.
Copy. Are you burning towards the gate right now?
Yeah, so you approach the can, and you just approach the can, and then you keep a look on to D-scan, and then we see if we can blap something. So D-scan at 14 AU 360, and then we'll see if we can catch anything in this bubble.
Yeah, I got nothing on D10. Is that Pilgrim on the gate?
User was moved to your channel.
Marty, can you hear us okay?
I can hear you fine.
Sweet, sweet. Welcome to the party.
Party? I don't see no party here.
Oh, we got a pilgrim sitting at 0 on the Torino skate right now. You need me to link his name?
You mean Tom?
Yeah. Linked him.
Don't worry, I'm sat on gate as well. I'm up here. Hi guys. Say hello to the heretic. Hi.
Hello. If it's something blue to you, just scream out on comms if it's something blue to you and then we won't shoot your blues, if that makes sense.
Don't worry, I will shoot. Basically, I'll join you if there's a neutral you guys are shooting, but for the most part, I'm just gonna watch the fight from up here.
Is that heretic neutral to you?
That's me.
Oh, you're in the heretic kit too?
Yeah. I got 3 accounts around the place.
Oh, do you need a fleet invite?
Nah, leave him up here. Leave him up.
Okay.
He's got.
Yeah, we won't be able to catch a crow because they're nullified, so we're looking for things to land in our bubble.
Oh, alright.
So, like, there's certain chips in the game that are nullified, and they'll fly directly through the bubble, and then everyone has L pressed on their keyboard, and they have bookmarks all around the gate, right? If you don't have bookmarks all around the gate, put a B in the fleet. It's kind of a training fleet / gate camp, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. So are we to bookmark more locations around the gate, or only your look at me?
Okay, for the people that are in fleet and heavy DPS ships that aren't in SMA that don't need the bookmarks, please flag exempt yourself from wing warps. If you don't know how to flag exempt yourself from wing warps, let me know. Okay, sweet. I'm seeing flagged exempts. Is everyone flagged exempt that needs to be flagged exempt? If not, speak up into fleet chat. Okay, take the wing warp. So when we land, Control B, make bookmarks of all these locations. They are compromised though, so people have these bookmarks, if that makes sense. Oh, Mr. Kiki Mora, you weren't flag exempt. Do you know how to flag exempt? Control.
Nem just probably wants to sit with you.
No, they took the wing warp. They were at their own perch, and then they got wing warped with us. Control B, make a bookmark of this location. I take it you're in the Punisher that you're learning the ropes, right? You're in the Punisher?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, did you Control B?
Yes, I did.
Okay, next location. Just remember, these bookmarks are compromised. Like, I fly with a lot of different people, so they hunt a lot, so these bookmarks are compromised. So, like, when you usually are trying to avoid someone, you warp to that bookmark, and then warp to your next bookmark. When you got that bookmark set up, let me know.
All right.
So how are you doing today, Marty?
I'm fine. I've literally just got back from work, so logged in and just was about to go try and kill Raw Style as he was in his Kiki, but he jumped back through. And then you jumped through the gate.
And Mr. Punisher, did you get the bookmark?
Yep.
Let me see if I can get you another one real quick.
It's always useful to be able to make your own bookmarks, because especially if you have so many bookmarks other people use, you might find that your bookmark at a random point will be closer to a target off a gate if they have their own perch than somebody else's.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, there's been a few times where I've landed on people that are on my bookmarks.
Yeah.
Or all I had to do was warp to one of my other bookmarks, eyeball it, and then warp 100 off.
Another thing a lot of people do, especially since you can share folders now, alliances and whatnot will use the same directories of perches on gates. And as good as that is, it's really, really easy to be compromised.
And we
It's
got a
always
plus.
best to have your own.
Got a +1 in system. So usually what I do is I look at the bubble.
Capsule.
Yep. Hopefully we can kill it. E-war only. Try to use your warp disruptors only so everyone gets on the kill mill if he lands in our bubble. And then I approach that can that says, like, look at me.
Looks like he missed it. 300 off.
Yeah, he could be using a... Yeah, could be using a perch. But pods warp slow AU, so don't fear. He might land in that bubble.
The pod was
He's 100 off the bubble.
It was the Stiletto. He went to a perch anyway.
Another +1. And everyone knows how I'm doing like the +1s for the newer players. Like, if you look in local, make sure that you got a compact member list where it only shows the names, not portraits. Then you click one name in local, hit Control A, and everything that jumps in won't be highlighted.
How'd you do that again, Casey?
Okay, so do you see portraits in your local chat?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so do you see the gear next to your local chat?
Yep.
Go to the right of that and click the two boxes, show member list and show compact member list. Looks like three little people next to the gear.
We got a Tengu, a 4K off.
All right, done.
And then once you've done that, click one of the names in local and then
Buddy
hit
joined your
Control
channel.
A. Hello.
What's up, Casey?
Well, we got us a gate camp going on now.
Yeah, I finally got them to blow me up. It only took me saying, we're only wasting your time. I'm literally here to settle this right now, so fucking kill me.
Did they do it?
Yeah, he got his corp mate. So he activated it for the corp, which is how I knew he was online, so I went down there. And then I was like, he came, locked me up on the gate, and then didn't do nothing, went and docked up. And I was just flying around trying to find his other buddy. His other buddy was in station, and he undocked at a Caracal, so I was like, alright, cool. You can fight me. And he's like, I'm not gonna fight you. I was like, just fight me, dude. Like, I'm literally here to settle this. Like, just do it. And then he's like, no. And then the dude took the kill right away from his corp. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, very nice. Yeah, Marty's on comms with us. He was the one that pointed out that we were using medium shield extenders on our off sprays, which helped out tremendously because
No fun, dude. And then he undocked. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, he made it back for the corp, and then they just 2v1 me, and I was like, alright, cool.
make sure if you're joining the gate camp that you're in fleet because we do have non-alliance members that are in fleet, so we have a little bit of everyone in the fleet.
I'm just here to listen in. I won't be engaging you guys. I'll just be moving stuff through. Assist if I can.
Casey, you have to Control A on the member list.
Yep, and did it highlight all the names? Like, for example, AXT will not be highlighted, and they just entered system.
Yep, that's what I think. Yep.
So, approach the Chirinos gate. I'll broadcast the alignment too. The reason why we're kind of staying far from the gate is we're in usually smaller stuff, so we got to pick our engagements wisely, like what we can attack and what we can't attack.
Okay. Matter approach gate.
Yeah, just align the gate. So you'll right click in fleet window and you'll hit align. And did I show you how to color coordinate your fleet window already?
Nope.
Let's see what this ship will do real quick. Got a Viator on scan, so maybe he'll land in our bubble. Unless it's someone that's in fleet, then we won't hit it.
User joined your channel.
Oh, Viator's off scan. Okay, so you got your fleet window open, right?
Yep.
So the next thing that you're going to do is to the left-hand corner, upper left-hand corner, you're going to go to fleet actions, and then you're going to go to broadcast settings. When you open up broadcast settings, it's going to list a bunch of boxes that are checkmarked. Being that you're new to this, leave all those boxes checkmarked, and then just use the right side to color coordinate, like targets red, alignments green, whatever colors you like to use to differentiate the different broadcasts that will be going up.
All right, let me try.
Is this Imperial Navy Slicer with us?
Yes.
All right.
It might be an idea to go through with them how to remove fleet members from overview so they don't end up shooting people that happen to be in fleet.
I think he was looking on the D scan or directional scan.
I was.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually switched over to friendly and saw him. I didn't realize he had joined the fleet.
Yeah, I did it real quick. Oh, there's Viador. And he got to the gate.
Yep, he used the perch.
So, any questions or anything like that?
So far, so good, I think.
Okay. And now this is kind of like the fishing game. When you got like a bubble, it can get kind of boring when targets aren't warping into it, or if there's not things distracting you from the bubble. EC Pater kind of distracts us from the bubble a lot because a lot of people come in and just want to fight in the EC Pater system. Like Ross Style and his group and everyone. But
Yeah,
most
Ross fun though.
yeah, pretty fun.
I think isn't he the one that was flying the Damavic when we were here last time?
Yeah, he was in a Damavic that was all speedy, sniping out the people.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. That's when I brought out the Brutix the first time.
Yeah, I think he's killed me like 3 times already.
He's a good dude. He took on our whole fleet, man. He was just picking us off one by one. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, Rostyle will always bring a ship that will be able to defeat what you've currently got on grid. He lives in Torinos though, so he lives in his Astra house, and he literally Quotus is his ice. Cutis hand is his ice in local. So he's got a heretic on the gate as well, like I do.
Now, if anyone... Oh, +1 in system. That came from Torinos Gate. The way like I was able to see it came from the Torinos Gate, if you're zoomed in close enough to the bubble, you'll see a light flash on the gate. So there's different lights that flash on the gate. So as soon as the +1 hit, I seen a flash come from the gate, and that's how I knew it came from the Torinos Gate.
Another +1. I didn't see if it came from the gate or not though. Oh, I went far.
And what I'm doing right now is just spamming directional scan.
You do the long distance one or close range?
Long range, and then if it gets closer, then I adjust it as needed.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I haven't picked anything up yet though.
Hopefully they're in something slow.
Do we have a Mollis right now?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that's me.
That's Stero then? Oh, yeah, there he is.
Mystero went to a perch. And then went to the gate.
Now, for anyone that's new, hurting on ISK, because it sounds like we got some newer players with us, I'm going to broadcast some targets, and it's worth a little bit of ISK, not a whole lot, but I'll broadcast some targets for you that you can swoop and then take back to Torinos.
Alright, thanks.
Jackdaw.
By the way, that Jackdaw is probably going to end up shooting you guys. It's just, yeah.
Yep, we'll try to fight him if he lands in our bubble or... Oh, wait, he's on grid with us.
No, he's on grid, yeah.
You're like
He's
literally
fine
below
somewhere.
him.
Oh, he's a snipey range. Take the wing warp. If you're being aggressed by the jackdaw, use your pings appropriately.
Well, one of you had a ping right next to him.
Take the wing warp. Oh, we're going to try to get point on the jackdaw and blap him. It might work, might not. Oh, you already warped. Sad face.
Warp up to the gate at 100. You'll land on top of him.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, he's got combat out.
Take the wing warp.
Just landed.
Oh, wait, Jackdaw's warping again.
Fun times.
I can't help you because Tabit's in my land, so you know.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Mr. Mollis, you're in the bubble. That jackdaw might pick you off pretty quick.
More or less damp the Jackdaw as soon as you can. Or warp.
We're on the way, Mr. Mollis.
Yeah, I damped him. I'm out.
Clear your broadcast. The jackdaw will be targeted. Take
You'll
the
be
wing
playing
warp.
some gate games a little bit with him.
Gives us something to do. It's better than doing this than looking at a bubble hoping that things fly in our bubble. Take the wing warp. We might land on top of him. He might have messed up.
User joined your channel.
Be sure if you want the wing warps that you accept the wing warps if you want to be in our great ball of doom.
Hello there.
What is up?
Everyone take the wing warp. I was having problems with the wing warp for some reason, so I had to reset us to a safe.
There's now an arty sweep along gate as well.
Oh man. No love for the T1 frigates. No love.
No, we always get out shit, man, every time.
Have to bring out the Corvette fleet again.
It's fine, you got the Maulus. All you do is you just range disrupt the Sweeple, and you can't do nothing.
Hey Cassie, can I join with the Kestrel?
What ship?
The
With the-
Kestrel or the Corvette? I don't know.
Yeah, the
Whatever,
Kestrel.
newbie ship
The
I got.
Kestrel would be good at this time. Let me get eyes on the EC gate and see if it's safe for you to jump in at this moment.
Everything's on a perch. Sweeple's at a perch, a line down towards the gate. Oh, actually no, Sweeple's looks like he's warping down to you guys. No, he
Nope,
went to the
warped off.
bridge.
And then for the new guy that's joining up with Fleet, if you warp to me, make bookmarks as you go, because I don't recognize your voice. Have you made lots of bookmarks around the gate?
No, I'm just a new guy.
Okay, so I'll show you how to make bookmarks around the gate. Are you in EC Pater now, or do you need me to link it?
Wait a minute, I joined your field. Alright.
Okay, if you're on voice, you said remove you from wing warps. What you need to do is go to your fleet window to the very left hand corner, left
Yeah.
top corner. You need to flag exempt. No, this is for the guy that doesn't have a microphone.
Right.
Okay, good. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so back for the newer guy. Are you on grid with us? X up and fleet real quick.
Should I exit?
Put an X in the fleet.
I mean, I'm on right now, so I should leave, and I'm in the fleet right now.
That's why I'm asking. So you'll see a fleet, 7 members, and you'll put an X into that, like Tiberius did.
Sorry, I can get it. Oh. I'm in the fleet window. I see 7 members. I say wing 1, squad 1. So
Okay, so do you know how you communicate? Like you type to other people, like in Alliance chat and local?
yeah,
So you'll see a box or a tab called Fleet with 7 members, and you'll see like us talking in the fleet chat.
yeah,
And I take it you were the one that put there?
yeah. That's me.
Okay, I'm not seeing you on grid with us. Are you in this system?
Yeah, I'm Torres jet. I am buying rockets and then I'm going out.
Okay, and I'll link the system that we're in.
Alright.
We'll keep you up to date. If things change, then I'll keep you up to date. But for right now, you can jump on in and join the gate camp.
Alright.
And welcome to the gate camp. Hopefully you'll have some fun and maybe we get something that lands in the bubble. Looks like the Jackdaw and the Swipple buggered off unless they're getting combat scanner probes on us.
Yeah, I'm just looking to learn, so even if I lose the ship, it's whatever. I don't worry. Thank you for having me anyway.
Oh, anytime.
User in your channel timed out.
Also, for the more advanced pilots, if you are better at hunting than what I am, free move is set, so you can take a squad position, and if you have alts or if you want to tag up with someone in the gate camp and you want to be able to wing warp your members, you can take a squad position in the fleet. So how are we all doing today? Pretty good day?
So far, so good.
+1 in
Plus
system?
one.
+2. Okay, for those that took the wing warp, you're going to approach me or anchor up. I'll just do a regroup
User
command real
disconnected from
quick.
your channel. User entered your channel.
And then we're going to stop our ships. Ooh, it's a quorum. If you're being yellow boxed, if that quorum gets in close enough and you're being yellow boxed by the quorum, warp off. Because he's probably long range and he just wants to snipe the little stuff.
How do you know if you're being yellow boxed?
So you'll see in your overview, and you'll see a yellow box, and it'll be yellow for a little bit, and then when it goes yellow, most likely it'll turn red. Oh, get him, Kikimora, get him. Oh, Kikimora almost had him. I know, I seen that. You were close.
Yep, I was ready to warp on top of him. I saw how close he was and how far the quorum was.
Okay, everyone take the wing warp. You might be close, you might not. Try to get points on him.
That guy came back with a run.
We're not close enough. Take the wing warp.
I got him damped.
We did get a +1, so I'm watching D-scan real quick and making sure that we can get to the bubble. He's all about trying to snipe us. Someone with good D-scan, let me know if any other ships come in, because I'm trying to like navigate us around this quorum.
Thrasher, I think.
I'm in the Thrasher.
And we're good.
Take the wing warp.
Alright, I'm jumping in a minute.
Yeah, jump on in and then warp to your FC. W's are in fleet.
Catch me right now. Nope, got out. Aries.
Yeah, Aries will just go right through our bubble.
Yep. I'm gonna go repair. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello there.
Hello. He's all about being in his snipey range. He doesn't like it when we get close.
Well, as long as I'm, I think 96 km, I can damp him 88%.
Take the wing warp. We might land on top of him. Primary will be the cormorant if you get on top of him. Spam block him. Yeah, we were 15 kilometers on him. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, he warped. I couldn't finish a lock on. You got a stiletto.
Yeah, stilettos are hard to catch. This corm we can catch, I believe.
So, what are we looking for?
We're trying to kill this cormorant.
Right.
So you have your fleet window open for the newer player that just joined. Do you have that open?
Open it. Alright.
Do you see how there's been targets broadcasted?
Targets.
Look at the history.
Alright. Yeah, I said.
Now check your overview for that name and ship type.
Okay, we might land on him again. I'm going to broadcast him again. Try to get point on him as quick as you can. He's quick.
And an Aries.
Yeah, we've landed on him 2 times with close, and I got my warp disruptor overloaded. He'll eventually, like, if he keeps on playing the games that he's playing, hopefully we'll be able to catch him.
Looks like he may be done.
Yeah, he buggered off. Got too close to him too many times, probably. Like, it's kind of a stalemate at this point. Like, we're warping to him, he's warping to us. We're staying on our toes, so it's a stalemate.
Well, I'm wondering if he was just distracting us so somebody could get through.
He could have been.
But I only saw one ship that could have been with him.
Oh, the rookie ship got away. Okay, so we're going to go back to our original game plan since the Corm's not on us anymore. You're going to align yourself to the Torinos gate. just a line. And if we see anything on D-scan, we'll warp to our bookmark of in the bubble, and we'll try to blap something that lands in our bubble.
Alright.
Was that a venture or a prospect?
Prospect.
Ooh, juicy. Those can still light covert sinos, right?
I'm gonna go AFK for a second. I gotta run to the restroom, so I'm gonna jump on the other side of the gate.
Okay.
Spectre setting up a gate camp too. They're probably gonna do it in Tama.
Yeah, Tama gate camps hit my security status too much.
Yeah, I'm super close to 2.0 myself.
I got down to like -3 point something, so I had to buy tags. And then if anyone's starting to get bored of watching this bubble, just speak up on comms, and then we'll disband if people are getting bored with it.
I see 2 numbers over the gate. What is it?
I'm tagging them on accident because my push to talk's number 1. So the 1 that you see is the bubble, the 1 is the gate, and 2 is our box that we're focusing on. If anything warps from Ewok to the Trinos gate, they're going to land where the number 2 is.
Alright.
If they're not nullified. Like, we've had a lot of interceptors just going in and out, and then a lot of them were being smart using purchase.
Sounds like we gotta be smart, you know, and like set up the bubble where the purchase would take them.
Well, if the gate camp does grow where we're actually able to hold the stuff, like right now we're trying to ninja kills, like being with like if we're using corvettes or frigates, we're just trying to ninja stuff that we can kill. If the gate camp becomes something where we can actually hold the field, and then I think even then, like, we can't really hold the field because there's certain entities in this group that can drop capitals, which I don't believe we can escalate to caps. So I'm not too sure on that one.
I think we can, but I don't think they want to. Not yet.
And now we go back to fishing, hoping that someone jumps into the system and gets in our bubble.
You guys almost catch someone?
Nah, we almost caught that cormorant a couple times. 2 times we landed 12 kilometers or 20 kilometers from them within point range. But I guess my Seabows weren't running hard enough because I couldn't lock him in time because he was already entering warp by the time I was trying to get a lock on him.
Alright, well I'm back from being AFK. I'm jumping back in with you guys.
There's the Aries. Bye, Aries. And comms are open, so if you just want to chit chat, makes the time pass by a lot if we're just chittering and chattering away. So for our new player that just joined the fleet recently, do you know how to make bookmarks in space?
Well, let me see.
Control B on your keyboard.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, I'm going to warp us around the gate a little bit so you can get some bookmarks. Oh, somehow you landed in the bubble.
Yeah.
Approach me. So do you know how to add people to your watch list?
No, maybe.
Okay, so if you open up your fleet window, you'll notice Casey Downs is at the very top of your watch list. Do you see that? Or in the fleet window under my fleet?
My fleet. Broadcast, settings, export.
Yeah, you'll have 3 different tabs. So it'll be My Fleet, History, Fleet Finder. You'll go to the very first tab of My Fleet, and you'll right-click Casey Downs and add to watch list. Do you see that?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now the next easy thing, since we're running a small number of fleet, you'll hover above Squad 1, 7, and then you'll add everyone to watch list. And
Alright.
you just right click that squad and it'll add everyone in that squad to your watch list.
Roger.
What's the use of adding them to the watch list, Casey?
Okay, so if someone's on your watch list, it makes it easier to do things like you see them on that little window. You can right click, you can warp to them, you can approach, you can orbit them. You'll hear FC say things like anchor up, and depending on the anchor, it'll be approach, a keep at range, or an orbit. And it's easy to get to them on the watch list. If you're doing Logi, you'll have your 2 people. If you're in the Ospreys that you cap chain, that you have added to the top of your watch list. You can also add colors. So on the top left-hand corner of your watch list, you can give each one of your fleet members a different color. Like, say they're in something cloaky and you never want to warp to your cloaky members, you can put a red icon next to them so you know not to warp to that member at 0 because they're like cloaky eyes or something like that. If you're doing Black Ops or Titan bridges, you can literally add the bigger ship that's going to bridge you onto the watch list, and instead of having to right click the ship to go bridge, you can right click through the watch list and jump through his bridge. Lots of things at the watch list.
Casey, you want to drag us all down to gate camp from East Decatur? I don't want you to get yelled at for having out of alliance and X-Force channel again.
No, they won't yell at me again.
Alright. Just trying to look out.
it'd be a mistake for them to yell at me again because I told them how like I normally do fleets, and if they don't like that, then like I think they just got misunderstood because this is a fun fleet. It's not like a strategic at all. We're just having fun training. So if they like yell at again, like I'm not that forgiving, so I'd probably just leave SMA and then go back to the Imperium.
Fair is fair. You're getting your way, friend.
Okay, so another thing, we're not in Logi ships or anything, and we don't have any Logi with us. For the newer members, do you know how to broadcast for reps if you're in need of reps?
Let me see. Broadcast and the buttons in the button? Yes?
Yeah, for example, if you hit one of those buttons, you'll see that you need shield, or if you need armor, you can broadcast for those. Hit it one time, like we're not in Logi or anything, but if you hit it one time, then I'll know that you know how to broadcast for reps and things like that. Yeah, excellent.
Alright.
So instead of like, say if there was Logi on the grid with us, you wouldn't say over comms, hey, I'm being hit, blah, 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 because there's a lot of different people in fleet. What you would do is just use your fleet window and you would broadcast, and then that would let the Logi know to provide reps to you.
Alright.
There's also another... Oh, go ahead.
No, I just said understood.
There's also a time where you need to know when to broadcast for reps. So I'm going to link it into the fleet real quick. If you open up that little link right there, it'll show you the differences between knowing when to broadcast. So I'm trying to open up the link now. So if you notice do not broadcast, no one has yellow boxed you. If you notice do not broadcast, only 2 people or 1 person's broadcasted you. And then if you see like, oh, the whole fleet starts to yellow box you all at once, you need to broadcast now, if that makes sense.
Alright.
And then if you're seeing the red boxes and you've already broadcasted, too late. Because it takes time for the Logi to actually lock you and provide the reps, so you're trying to give them as much time to actively lock you and to provide the reps.
And this is valid for any situation, for Black Ops and everything?
Say that one more time again.
Is this valid for any situation? So camping and Black Ops and everything?
As long as there's something in your fleet that can give you remote repairs, if that makes sense. So if something in your fleet can give you repairs, let it be like if they have like repair bots or high slots with remote repairs, then that's when they would apply to the fleet. When we get more situated and we're able to bring out some bigger ships, we'll be running some ospreys, and you'll need to be able to broadcast for shields when we're in the ospreys.
Alright. Question, why I'm following you automatically?
One moment, my headset fell off there for a second and telephone's ringing. What was that?
Why is my ship following yours automatically, like I'm jumping with you and everything?
So, as I'm in the fleet commander position, I have several options that I can do. I can warp the fleet to my locations that I desire, and there's also a regroup. So if I want you to start moving in one spot and just follow me, I'll hit the regroup command, and your ship will automatically anchor up on me.
Alright.
So if you start getting more into Eve, oh, +1. And I think that was on the Torino side, so sad face. If you start getting more alts in the game, you'll pretty much have your alts in your own fleet, and you'll be able to warp your own fleet members, your own accounts through like fleet options and things like that. If you start running more than one account in EVE Online.
That makes sense.
Okay, we're coming, Kikimora. Everyone lock up the... Oh, where'd he go?
He jumped off. He jumped off.
I was all for trying to kill a hurricane? Or what kind of ship was that? Was that a hurricane?
I think
It was.
Yep.
Did he jump back in? Anyone catch his name?
No. Saturt Harrington.
Ah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's a regional gate, so even if he jumps in, that's a big gate. It has a big radius, so he can jump. He can go through.
He's back. He's back.
Take the wing warp. We're gonna try to kill the hurricane. We got close, but no cigar. He's like 50 km away.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tiberius, could you see if he aggresses you? Like, just stay like aligned out, keep distance, and see if he can like aggress you. Oh, he buggered off.
Yep, he bounced out.
Take the wing warp. We're going to go to the Ewok gate at a perch. Hopefully we get in warp before he goes in. Like, we're faster than him. If he tries to take, like, the gate, this could be bait. This could be bait. He could be like, oh, they're going to follow us, and then we die to following this bait. But I like taking bait. Okay, no one aggress him. We're going to warp to the gate at 0. No one aggress him. You got to speak up or type something in fleet if he yellow boxes you, because you got to say something if he yellow boxes you. Okay, fleet jump, I pushed him through. Fleet jump, I pushed him through. Jump and get point on him. Jump and get point on him. We're at the Ewok gate. I'm going to broadcast the warp to. Fleet jump. Burn him to the ground.
Jump the gate.
Yeah, jump the gate. And then when he decloaks, you're pretty much going to all stay.
Drones out.
Yep, he's ready to fight on that side.
got him, Grass. He's on me.
Don't die to him. Keep your range.
Damp.
He's got drones on me. I'm pushing away. Burning. Pulling his drones away.
But he's aggressed, right? Keep point on him.
Yep. Yeah, he broke point.
Okay, keep point on him if you can.
He broke point again. Reapproaching. Point.
Is he cracking? I don't have an active lock.
Not quite. He's in his armor. He broke point.
Yep, just don't die to him.
Okay, burning out.
Overheat your prop mod if you can.
Oh, I might have got out. No, he's gonna get me, I think.
Overheat your prop mod and then spam warp. You're no good if you're
He
dead.
got me. He got me. It's all you guys.
Who's left on grid alive?
I am.
Baron and Sabri. He warped out.
I am.
Okay.
To escape and then coming back.
Yeah, I think he got away. Good try. Sorry. If you lost a ship, pushed your lost mill into fleet.
Now?
If you lost a ship on the engagement.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't get close enough to those drones. Trying to burn those down. You couldn't really target with the ship.
Mr. Punisher, could you do me a favor?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, you're going to align the star with your prop mod on and burn me a ping off this gate, please. So align the star with prop mod on. We're not combat capable at this time to take the hurricane, so you're gonna get 170 from the gate. So just you'll see the star in your overview. You'll hit align with your prop module on.
It's on and I'm aligned.
Okay, do you got your MWD on, your micro warp drive on?
Yes, it's on.
We're going to get the loot back from our brave pilots that died to the mighty hurricane.
Roger that.
Okay, for the Mollusk that's on grid with me, if something does come into this grid, just be careful. You're on the gate at 0, so if it like yellow boxes you or something like that, we don't have the DPS to take it if it's something large like a hurricane. So,
Almost
yeah.
30 out.
So, should I jump back up to Doritos and get another ship?
Yep. If I'm actually gonna probably take a couple minutes break. I need to stretch my legs and everything, so we'll take like a nice little break if that makes sense.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I gotta push off as well.
Yeah, I'll keep fleets going from random times and stuff like that. So all you got to do is just keep a lookout. I'll post it in like Alliance chat and stuff like that for like the fleets.
All right.
Casey, am I to jump the gate?
Yeah, make your way to Torinos. And then once you make your way to Torinos, be sure to use a bookmark. Don't warp directly to your next gate or you'll get caught in our bubble. So you'll use one of those
All right.
bookmarks that you made.
Understood.
Well, hopefully
Looks like our
everyone.
bubble's gone.
Oh, they killed our bubble?
Yeah.
They killed Kenny. No!
Oh no, I just can't see it for some reason. No, it's still there. Sorry about that. I must be too far away to see the actual bubble. I see it on the overview though.
Yeah, he used his micro jump drive, it looks like, to get away from the gate when you guys were engaging him.
Yeah, I think that's what he used earlier to jump back to the Torino gate from us when we landed on him.
But we got him down into armor, so that's a good thing.
Those things can deal out a fast DPS though, if I remember correctly. He just wasn't able to use his gun, so it took him longer. Does anybody know which drones he was using? Because those things were pretty tough.
Let me see. Acolyte 2s.
Alright. Yeah, they just seemed like they had a bunch of shield and armor.
Yeah, I was trying to keep my range on him, and then they still were on me at like 100 kilometers. So, and I thought I was burning faster than his drones could go too, but oh well.
Yeah, what I saw is they were just chasing you. That's pretty much the main damage you took was from the drone.
Yeah, that's all I had. I was far enough out that I don't think he could have hit me. I was orbiting at a solid like 20k. And then my guns can hit out to like 60, so I was just applying damage the whole time.
Yeah, I was trying to stay close enough to keep him damp, so he couldn't really target anybody with his main gun.
It's all
So-
good. I'm still learning how to operate that slicer at a optimal level, you know?
So I figured out why we weren't getting too much traffic. Apparently there's another gate camp in Ewok on the Otak End gate.
What's all there?
Just a bubble, and it looks like they've killed quite a bit there.
Yeah,
They've
but,
been there
what
since
ships?
yesterday.
Oh, it was just a frigate for right now. But there was quite a bit of wrecks in their bubble compared to our bubble.
Yeah, they're right on the gate. I landed in their bubble yesterday in my buzzard, and that's when I found out covert ops doesn't break when you land in a bubble. I don't
I've been
remember what they
fortunate.
had.
I've been fortunate a time or two like that too, coming out of nullsec when I was exploring, or actually coming out with a bomber. I got a bomber through like 3 gate camps one day.
Yeah, I landed in that bubble, and I noticed my cloak didn't break, so I just slow burned out and warped off.
Yep. The gate camps I hit, I was the only +1 neutral like that came in system. So as soon as I like hit that bubble, they were already having their scepters flying around. They knew.
Yeah, I lucked out because I think I landed and they had their drones spread out, just sitting there, and I think I was like 3,500 off of one of the drones.
Oh yeah, that's lucky for sure. I had one time I came in the gate, and as soon as it was like the uncloak cloak as fast as you can, and I'm telling you, this interceptor came in and he had, I swear, it was like 25, 30 drones just following his ass as he's burning through the bumble towards me, and I was like, today's the day. I'm gonna die
User
today.
left your channel.
But I like
That's
that.
a
There's
cloak
a
breaker.
ship going through a ESC DHR. It just jumped out.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
Appreciate all the teaching, Casey. Thanks for that.
Oh, anytime, anytime.
See you guys later. Good night.
Let's.
User disconnected from your channel.
Give me that pod. Give me that pod.
You still over there, Casey?
Yeah, I couldn't resist. I seen a pod. Oh, Mr. Blue, Mr. Purple Capsule. Burn out of the bubble quick.
I'm going as slow as I can.
So when you land in a bubble like that, instead of trying to approach the gate, you're going to approach the opposite end of the bubble. So you're going deeper in the bubble. What you're going to want to do is get out of the bubble as quick as you can. Because while you're in that bubble, you're very vulnerable.
Alright.
Now, as soon as you're out of the bubble, then you're going to warp to one of the blue bookmarks that you see in space.
I can see the bookmarks.
Right click at space. There should be a bookmark option.
Or press L and it'll show every bookmark that you have in the system.
Yeah, if you right click, it'll be locations. That's what he's talking about too.
Yeah,
Locations.
but if you hit L and then it'll give you a whole list of all of your bookmarks.
That's better. I'm actually going to do that from now on. That's faster.
Yeah, it gives you a whole list that you can warp to, like if you have them like number coordinated and stuff. That's how we were trying to catch that cormorant. Warp to me, Mr. Pod. Warp to me.
See.
Now press Control B. Control B.
Got it.
Now, did you name the bookmark?
Done.
Okay. Now, if you warp to the Torinos gate, you won't land in the bubble. You'll warp to this location, and instead of landing in the bubble, you'll actually warp to this perch, and then you'll be able to warp to the Torinos gate without landing in that pesky bubble.
Alright, thank you. I want to hoop the bubble first.
Well, I stretch my legs for a little bit. I'm going to put you in the fleet commander position, Tiberius.
Oh, okay. I accidentally warped all the way over to the Ewok gate, so I gotta warp back now. Oh, I forget what Adderley flies.
I was about to get up, but I seen that Ishkur on scan. Oh, he didn't land in the bubble. But that pod did. But that pod did. I'm going to use Ewar only so we can get all on the pod.
Okay, committed. Oh, double pod.
Point on pod. Burn that pod down as soon as you're on it. I'm just using Ewar.
Ewar on second pod.
Ewar on
committed.
second war pod already done.
Ewar and guns.
Guns engaged.
Cassie, did you got my work?
Yes, I'll trade that to you as soon as I get safe. I got a weapons timer, so I can't jump into Torinos quite yet. Because we're killing
Alright,
pods.
thank you.
Because we're killing the pods. More bodies for the bubble.
Add the bodies. I'm
It's-
over here listening to metal too.
It's bittersweet because it was a horde pod.
Yes.
I like killing horde pods.
Right, so and this, I wait to you to come down to late A. I'm going to retrieve my other castrol that I bought in anticipation of this.
Sounds like a plan. I'll be in Torinos momentarily, and then I gotta stretch the legs still, but pods keep on coming to our bubble now. Like when I want to walk away, things start coming to the bubble.
Are you still out in EC Fader?
Yep. We got a slicer and a Kiki still here.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down to AFK.
Sounds good.
Channel switched.